Welcome to T-News 9, where we bring you the latest chapter of The Silent Verdict. This is Chapter 29, Disruption. The moment you believe a system is stable is the exact moment it proves you wrong. The call didn't come through official channels. That alone was the first sign to Max that something had gone terribly wrong. It was a resident from a nearby hospital, her voice low, hurried, and stripped of all professional polish. "We have a situation," she said. "Psychiatric intake, violent ideation." "He mentioned your name." Max shot up from his chair. "Who is he?" "A former corrections officer," she replied. "Recently discharged. He claims he was redirected before, that someone stopped him once." The air seemed to vanish from the room. Redirected. That word wasn't in any official report. It wasn't the language the system used. It was language that had been learned. When Max arrived at the hospital, the man was restrained, but his eyes were sharp, tracking every movement with an unsettling clarity. "They told me to take another route," the man said as soon as Max walked in. "Said it would be better for everyone." "Who told you that?" Max asked, keeping his voice steady. A faint, chilling smile touched the man's lips. "I never saw his face," he replied, "but I know his voice wasn't alone." Miles away, across the city, Mara Vance received the same incident report. Something about this one felt wrong. It just didn't fit the pattern. The timing was off. The escalation was incomplete. It was too visible, too sloppy. It was as if someone had acted outside the established protocol. Or even worse, someone had copied it without understanding its delicate limits. Mara scanned the intake notes, her jaw tightening with realization. This wasn't careful orchestration. This was crude imitation. By evening, whispers had started to circulate internally. Rumors of a protocol, a dangerous new belief that someone would always intervene. That restraint would be rewarded. The system's quiet containment had morphed into an expectation, and that expectation had twisted into a form of permission. Max left the hospital late that night, his thoughts a chaotic mess, no longer structured or clean. He had designed a system meant to absorb harm silently, to contain it before it could erupt. Instead, it had begun to teach others how to outsource their own responsibility. From the quiet of her car, Mara watched the hospital entrance. She saw Max emerge, his posture rigid, his movements efficient but strained. She didn't follow him. Not yet. They had arrived at the same terrifying truth, each from their own side of the line. The system was no longer contained, and the next decision, the next move, would not belong to either of them. What began as silent judgment had become contagious, and contagion never asks for permission.